A huge moo to the herd and welcome back to our playthrough of Rise of Industry. Just a recap from where we were yesterday. We had just started, and let's just load the game up so you can actually see where we were. So I can talk while the loading screen's on. I'm sure my voice is far more interesting than this loading screen. Or it might not be. But I'm just going to delude myself and think that I'm the most captivating person that is currently occupying your world. So we started off yesterday with our first little industry setup. We had created some sheep farms, some grain farms, some water plants, and the most important thing of all, these guys, brewery and distilleries. And the idea was we were producing wine to sell at the liquor store, which we are. And we're fully supplying that, and our goal is to take the town of Dorking, this town here, and grow it from rural to the next stage, because if I'm right, then we should be able to start selling canned mutton, which gets us far more money than we've currently got. We also tried out the automated warehouses, although I don't think I could get them to work properly. So what we're going to do is we're going to slow the game back down to normal speed, because I don't think my brain can keep up with all this pace. And I'm going to try warehouses again. So I've got two goals for this run through. We're going to grow Dorking and sell more goods, and we're going to try and introduce some more complex industry. Now, one of the things that we've got is we can start selling brandy, which you can see is like 4.5 million as opposed to 82,000 for successfully supplying. Now, the problem with brandy is if I just zoom back in and look at what's required. So for brandy, we need wine. Well, we're already producing wine, so win there. We need bottles. Now, that's a bit of a problem. So how do we make bottles? So we go to the tech tree and go to drinks. We can go grapes, grape juice. Wrong one. Let's go to liquor, because it's liquor, not drinks. Brandy. So we'll be able to produce brandy at a brewery and distillery. We've got those. It still requires bottles. So if we go to the glass and metallurgy tech tree, what do we need for bottles? Well, we need sand. We need glass, which we need to produce at the glassworks and smelter, which requires coal and sand. And then bottles just require glass. If we look at Dorking, and we go to our region information, we've got sand, brilliant. No coal though. That's a pain. So what can we do instead? Well, as we discovered yesterday, over here is the little hamlet of Elstow. And Elstow has sand and coal. So our goal, if we can get through on this run through, is to build a bottle manufacturing firm here, truck the bottles over to Dorking, the little setup here, and produce brandy. We also, as I said, we want to grow Dorking. Now, we can wait and eventually it will grow. I don't know what the cutoff points are, so it could be that it's 200,000 for population to grow it from up to the next stage. It could be 500,000. Don't know. So what I thought we could do is to try and give it a bit of a boost. And to do that, we're going to need to increase our mutton supply, because at the moment we're only partially supplying it. So when it goes to fully supplied, it will help the town grow. As I said, I did recall reading on the patch notes that they were looking at partial growth contributing, or partially supplied goods contributing to town growth, but I have no idea if that's implemented at the moment. So we're not going to take the risk. We're going to try and get everything up to fully grow. So we're going to increase our mutton production. We're going to increase our wool production. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough today. So that's what we're trying to do. So without further ado, we've already started by building an additional livestock farm, and you can see it's got the full 5 of the enclosures. And each of these enclosures will produce 1 mutton and 1 wool per 35 days. So trying to do some complex math. if we go to our hardware store, for wool we need 13 every 15 days, which means we need 26 every month. Now, in just over a month, I'm producing 10. So I'm going to need more. No, sorry, not even 10. 5. Well, I've got 2 farms, so it's producing 10. So we're going to need to aim for at least 30 every month. So if I've got 2 producing 10, do I need another 4 farms? I think we do. So let's add our first livestock farm back in. We'll add you in here. You look like you're facing the right way. Great. Pop you in there. And we'll pop you there. You there. You there. And finally, you there. Great. So now I need to deliver water. But I am going to try tweaking with the warehouses. It's becoming a bit of a pain setting up routes and everything else. So we'll give it another try. I'm going to drop a warehouse in here, make sure it's facing the right way. Okay, we've got a warehouse. Now, what this should mean is if I switch my water plant, this one here, over, it's already on auto, so it's now going to start delivering water to here. The other thing I'm going to do is to just cripple my business a little bit by deleting this warehouse. And the reason being is I'm going to set my destinations here, and we're going to send farm produce, we're going to send our wool, and we're going to send it to Dawkins hardware store. We're also going to send our mutton to Dawkins Farm and Market. The final one we're going to do, which is a tier 1 I think, is not grape juice, it's the other grape juice. That grape juice, not that grape juice. I've probably gone straight, there it is, the one that looks like a wine glass. And send this to Dawkins liquor store. We'll set all our breweries up to auto. Yep, they've switched over to auto. Auto, auto, and finally auto. Okay, so warehouse is in. It's starting to receive water. Great. And incoming products. So we've got wine coming in from our breweries. We've got Livestock Farm 3 producing mutton and wool. And Water Siphon 3 is also producing water. So here's the other thing we want to do. We want to switch everything over to auto. I'm going to take a risk and see if it works. Everything is being switched over to auto. I'm doing this early in the game so that if this all goes horribly, horribly wrong, we can just revert to the save. I know it's a bit of a coward's way, but what can I say? I'd rather survive today. And we'll get this one set over to auto as well. Now, if I have a look at my warehouse, ooh, logistics alert. What we got? No warehouse in range of Water Siphon 2. Yes, I did have this problem before. So set it to auto. We'll set it to manual, and we'll clear these out. And we'll set our destination as logistics warehouse 2. So the warehouse is now going to become our central hub. So it will take in everything and send it out. So if we look at what's incoming, we've got 2 sets of grapes from the orchard, 4 sets of wine from the distilleries, 2 crops, excuse me, from the crop farms, and 2 sets of water from the water siphons, and from the livestock farm, one of the livestock farms actually, we've got wool and mutton. So what we need to do is set you to auto, and you are already auto. Is it this one is not auto then? Oh, they're all set to auto. I must have missed it. Can I order these by name? Type? One, two... I've only got 2 water siphons. So, is this actually just not delivering it? Don't think so. It is sending it to warehouse 2. Obviously the trucks haven't arrived yet. So warehouse 2, lots of stuff going on. I don't know if traffic's a thing yet. Looks like it could be. But we are getting plenty of stock. Oh, I wish we had a highway there. The question is it being delivered? Well, I know my crop farm's got plenty of water. That's got 72 units of water. And that's got 65. So they're not going to run dry. My orchards have 3 water there, 4 water there. So they're getting the stuff. I've got 10 grapes there. 10 grapes there. 4 there. So we're still waiting for delivery of the grapes there. And I've got none there. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with the grapes. Again, one of the things I noticed yesterday, it doesn't seem to be any balance of where the stuff ends up. So it might be that I'm doing something wrong, entirely possible. There didn't seem to be much in the tutorial, so apart from prioritizing things. But we'll see how we got on. Right, livestock farm, so we're producing lots and lots of sheep, which is great. And let's have a look at our balances. So we made $516,000 last month, and our outgoings was $206,000. So net income was $423,000. It's not too bad. Hopefully we'll do the same in a couple of months' time, because I did interrupt the flow, so that's going to disrupt things. So as I said before, our goal on this one is pretty much to grow Dorking. I want it to be a nice, thriving town, and then I can get a cannery in place or whatever is required for producing canned mutton. So it'll be the next step in our production chains. Right, so let's speed it up a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean max speed. And let's see what's happening. So we are making profit. No, just wait for that autosave. I don't like the fact it dims the screen when it autosaves. It makes you think that something's gone wrong. As I mentioned yesterday, and I will reiterate, this is an alpha release. It's on early access on Steam, so this is not the final game. So do not judge this, anything I say or anything else, as it is the final game. That would be unfair on the developers. It is an alpha. Things will change. Things will improve. Things may get worse. But it is an alpha, so just bear that in mind when you're watching any streams of it on from myself or other streamers. It is an alpha. There will be bugs, there will be features that need to change. However, as far as alphas go, I'm very impressed at the stability of this so far. And it's got quite a significant amount of content, enough that you could sit down and play this as an alpha for many hours and get plenty of enjoyment out of it. So that's always a good thing. Right, our town is growing, which means we are supplying, fully supplied, no, partially supplied, halfway through the month, that's why. In a few minutes, a few seconds, that will go up to full supplied and the town will grow again. See, we're stagnating at the moment. Right, how are we doing with our mutton? Right, I've got plenty of grain, wheat even. Got plenty of water, so that's good. Our orchards, they've got plenty of water there and there. And our distilleries, they are being provided with grapes. Great. So it looks like it was just me being incompetent yesterday and not being able to use the warehouse. It seems to be working pretty well, which is brilliant. Does mean I don't have to set paths and everything else, and it does act as a nice buffer, because as you can see, the wheat is now pretty much building up. We've got plenty of water there, so I might want to look at doing some research on the warehouses. So let's go to logistics, not logistics, basic distribution, that'll do, and look at increasing the warehouse storage. Price primarily because we're going to fill that warehouse up very quickly. I'm also going to increase the collection radius. As you can see, what we've got queued up, we have 17 days left on our increase of the road speeds. We have a reduction in travel costs of minus $25. We're adding plus 3 destinations to our warehouse. So as we grow the industries, we want to be able to warehouses to send that out to the different towns. And as I said, we're just adding in the additional space. Ooh, R&D alert for research completed on urban roads. Brilliant. That means these guys will move faster, which should hopefully increase our productivity. Not productivity. I don't care about productivity. I care about profitability. It's all about the money. Okay, so we're at max speed now. How are we doing with our farmers market and our mutton? So we're still partially supplying, but there is 5 stored, 6 stored, so we're supplying about 6 every 15 days. So we've still got a way to go. So let us build another livestock farm. So 1 second, let's just pop you into the right place. Right, good. 1 there. Trying to get these to line up without any gaps. I always tell people I don't have OCD, and yet when it comes to doing these things, it's like it all has to be lined up. So I might have OCD, who knows. Right, we're still in range of the warehouse and we're delivering stuff there. So we'll just wait for, and as you can see already, it's filling up with water and grain. So I've got all of the sheep now being produced. So that gives us 2, 4. So 4 out of the 6 mutton farms, livestock farms, producing stuff. Brain's not working again. We do seem to have a surplus of water though. I might actually want to slow down the production of water, because as it stands at the moment, it just seems to be filling the warehouse up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens at the moment. Again, going back to when I started, because I didn't use the warehouses, and I was delivering directly to things, I thought we weren't getting enough water in there, but it seems that with 3 water siphons with the maximum amount of pumps, there's plenty of water for my current operation. Okay, so warehouse is currently production alert. Storage is full. Okay, so that's something to bear in mind. Pain in the rear, but there's not much we can do at the moment. And it's all because of this water. Can I sell water? It'd be like selling ice to Eskimos. So do we have enough wheat? Yeah, now I'm not be able to get any more water in because the siphons can't find the space. That's fine, that's what we expected. Right, I do have plenty of wheat in there, which means I can build another farm, which is great. Let's see what the radius on my warehouse is. How far does it go out? It goes out just about here. So I'm thinking that I've got to be careful because I don't want to go outside the range of the warehouse. Otherwise I then have to deliver it manually. More importantly, stuff being delivered to it needs to be done manually. Now I do have that upgrade in place, which, well, in research queue, which will increase the range of my warehouse, which will be brilliant. So deliver 8 wool to Dorking. No, I'm just avoiding the contracts at the moment because they're a bit distracting. Excuse me a second. Bless me. Hate that when you go to sneeze and then nothing happens for a while and you think, if I turn back now I'm going to sneeze straight into the microphone, which will be very amusing for me, not so much for anyone listening. Alright, so lessons learned, we're producing too much water. Can I switch the water siphons off? That's an interesting question. Turn off alerts? No. Don't know what that does. Does it pin it? Apparently it pins it. That centers it. It doesn't... Oh, what's this? Toggle building. building is off. So we can switch them off. Perfect. So I have to switch one of my water siphons off. As you can look, I've got plenty of water there. So much so, I'm going to, just as an experiment, switch another one off. Right, so I've got now just running off one water siphon. And let's see if that eats into our reserves at all. If it does, then I'll know I need the additional one. If it doesn't, we're good. All is rosy. How are we doing with research? Now, I'm a bit flush with cash at the moment. I've got 48 million in the bank, and I've already paid off the starter loan of 15 million. So I'm going to increase my investment to 1 million, just for a little while. And it didn't really do much to reducing the urban road costs, but it does make things more interesting. Now, as you can see, I am now hemorrhaging cash. Well, a little bit anyway. Ooh, tax breaks. Regions giving you a small tax break to reward you for years of being part of the community. That doesn't read right. A region's giving you a small tax break to reward you for years of being part of the community. Oh, it does read right. I just can't read. Yep, so I'm going to let the cash drain for a bit. It's not draining by a huge amount. But what it will mean is that I can get this urban road cost down. And if I can do that, then again, that will make things cheaper for me. Which is always good. Always like things being cheaper. So I'm going to build another farm, livestock farm. Spin you around so you fit. Right. So these are 4 squares. 4 squares wide. So you are going there. Now, I was just going to pop that down, but I'm very close to here. Too close to Dorking, influence -10 and -5 weekly. So if I put that there, and then put that in there. Oh no, I've messed up. It's not 4, it's 5. Try this again, but this time with counting. Right, that's 4, that's 5. There's nothing there to say you're too close to Dorking, which is good. 2, 3, 4, and finally 5. Destination's also perfect. We'll wait for these guys to start delivering their stuff. And that gives me number 5 of my livestock farms, producing wool and mutton. So we just need one more. And then we should be able to fully supply Dorking. We're getting very close to that 200,000. So might see some production changes. Be brilliant if we do. How is our research going? Because it's, you know, it's actually, we're not doing too badly money-wise, believe it or not. We're still sitting at 48 million. So I'm only losing 277,000. That's not bad. Right, what did I want? I wanted to make canned mutton. Sounds horrible when you say it. Canned mutton. So we need a preservation factory, which requires cans. Okay, so let's go for our factories. Preservation factory, perfect. Now, what does cans require? Back in the research tree, it should tell us. Okay. No, there's nothing there. So I'll have to build one, I think. Alright, our warehouse storage is going up, so that will be good. Just keep a check on the water. See, we're already out of water. So let's bring our second siphon back online. Right, and we'll see if we can top things up there. Clear those. Alright, we're ignoring those for the time being. So we're going to need a preservation factory to Actually, do we need a preservation factory or do we need to make the cans? We need to make the cans. I'm being oblivious to the obvious here. Yeah, so the preservation factory will allow us to make the canned mutton. But to do that, we need mutton and cans. So there must be another factory. I'm going to guess it's the glass and metallurgy one. Oh, look, cans. For that, we need iron and coal to make steel to make cans. Again, it looks like it's going to be a long distance travel. Alright, Dorking is now 201,000 and still growing, but I now have a new store. I have a construction goods store. Now, I read somewhere on Discord that if you press tab, you get the different stores. Perfect. Right, construction goods. Let's see what we need from construction goods. Okay. Refined oil. Cardboard boxes. Now, that could be quite a good one to make. Chemicals. Parchment. Iron ore. Adhesive. Plastic. And furniture base. Now, if we go back to here, what have we got? I've got wood. So, wood at a paper mill could give me cardboard boxes. Seems like it's quite a good option for me. And that's pretty much what I've got. I can make furniture base. So 184,000 versus 159,000. Should we make some cardboard boxes? Be a new tool for us to play with. Just turn these off. Right, so I now stopped my research, which means I'm going to be generating more money. And if we look, our radius has increased, so I could build our final livestock farm in here somehow. So if I pop you, have I got the road around the right way? I have. Just there. And then you can go there. You can go there. It is in the owner's range. Oh, it's just on the edge of the owner's range. You can go there. You can go there. And you can go the other side. Worst placement ever, but what you gonna do? Great. So in a few seconds, right, that's automatically done. So that's our 6 mutton farms. I wish I'd stop calling them mutton farms. They're sheep farms rather than mutton farms. So our warehouse doing? We've still not got a surplus of water, which is a bit concerning because it means it's going to impact all of the production of, well, crops are, they are getting low on water, which is going to impact everything. So let's bring the final water siphon back online. Destination is still warehouse 2. And let's get a surplus of water in now. We've now got an increase of storage. We're now up to 374 on storage. So it should make things a little bit easier. We also have loads of grapes for some reason. What would we get for grapes from our farmer's market? We would get 8,817. Might be worth doing. I mean, as long as we're fully... see what time is it? 17? Okay. Yeah, we're fully supplying liquor. We could just make some more money by sending grapes through. So set our destination up. It's raw resources, or farm produce even. Grapes. And I'm going to send them to the Dorking Farmers Market. And we'll see what we come up with. Huge convoy of lorries just came out. And you can see our storage is going up. It'll be interesting to see if we can actually do a fully stored. Bit concerned that we're not really storing much in the way of mutton at the moment, which kind of means that that water situation has impacted the grain. So, not the end of the world. It's not great, but it's not the end of the world. So we are fully supplied on grapes, and Dorking itself is still growing. Okay, so it's these guys. They're getting water now. That's good. So that's got 5. That's got 6. My warehouse is still not fully saturated with water. But what's more important is my livestock farms are lacking water. Well, the new one is. I've got water in all the others. Well, that one's needing it as well. So, hopefully the trucks will do their job. Water will start to get delivered. And I've got all of the siphons now on full. So as long as we can deliver the stuff, we're good. Right, so time to have a think. Right, we were going to look for canned mutton to get this town growing even faster, but we're missing some vital components, which is a pain. So we could look at getting cobbled boxes. Now for cobbled boxes we need a lumber gatherer, so from the lumber yard. We're going to need a paper mill, which is this one here. But for that, we're going to need to unlock heavy pulp, which requires wood, just wood. So we could go wood to the paper mill for heavy pulp, and then cardboard panels at the paper mill, or cardboard boxes. So let's do heavy pulp and cardboard. And once that's done, we'll start thinking about getting our lumber set up. So we'll drop our lumber yard in here. I'm going to run a path. I want to make sure it's got plenty of coverage. Perfect. And again, here we go with the perfects. So it's very much like the oh, had that round the wrong way. Where's the little path icon? Ah, good. We'll have you in here, and you here. Okay, and then we'll get our roads in place. And we'll take this path along here. I think we'll just take it around the back of our farms. Great. So we're now going to start producing lumber, which is ideal. We've got 3 of those. So the other research I'm going to do is under fields and harvesters, and I'm going to increase our land harvesters because I'll probably need those later. Right, so next things next. Factories. Paper mill. Rotate you until it fits. First paper mill in place. You are going to be producing heavy pulp. So we'll set you to heavy pulp. Yep. So you need 3 trunks. And that will produce 3 heavy pulp every 25 days. Sorry. I'm having a bit of lag between my ears at this moment in time. So again, we'll be storing up all the heavy pulp. Now, I'm going to need to drop another paper mill in, because this is going to be the one that's going to be making our boxes. Now this is going to be... let's make sure I've got the right one. Alright, that's already set to cardboard. So I need 4 heavy pulp to produce 2 cardboard boxes. Now this produces 3. So to produce enough of the heavy pulp, what do I need? I'm gonna need... So if I had 3 paper mills, that would produce me 12. Which would... So that would produce 12 heavy pulp. Which would grant... Yeah. Words, maths, brain not functioning. Right, so I've got plenty of tree trunks. We just need to get it done. Right, and you're going to be producing my cardboard boxes eventually. So you're producing your first ones now. Oh, it's 25 days. I wish that was like 20 days, so you could work it out. You know, I need this much for that much. I'm going to sit down with a spreadsheet at some point, I'm sure. Innovation cardboard. A new manufacturing process makes production easier for a specific item. This is the first time this is useful. Right, destinations. Add a new one. And we're going to be a tier 1 good, I think. Is it a tier 2 good? Actually, it's cardboard, not cardboard boxes. Oh no, it's just cardboard. Okay. Destination, commercial, construction goods. Cool. So, more businesses being created. Sorry, more industries being created. Which is more money for me. Alright, we're making like 827,000. Which after our expenses is 690,000 per month. So we're not doing good badly. So the state overestimated the time to complete maintenance on the road, which means no reduction in traffic. Road speed 25%, dispatch costs minus 10%. And we've got our upkeep at minus 25 and more 25% more cardboard production. Win for me. Right, so let's have a look at our construction goods. We need 4 every 15 days. And I produce, how many? 2 every 40 days. So I'm going to need to up this quite considerably. Do we have a lot of lumber? That is the question. Yes, we do. Right, so I'm going to make some more pulp. So we'll build ourselves another paper mill. Yep, paper mill. And we'll pop you in here. And you are going to be producing heavy pulp. Yep, dump everything else. Just drop the heavy pulp in. And I'm going to increase my doohickeys by adding more harvesters in. Where's the road bit? Hard to tell actually. Yeah, I'll pop you in here. Just spin it round actually. Right, you're that way. Okay, great. Just pop you in line about there. And the last one I'm going to pop just here. Right, and we'll connect these up with roads. Good, nice and cheap urban roads. Said no one. So, how much heavy pulp do I need to produce 2 of these so I can do 4? I need to double that, so I'm going to need 8. How many can I fit in a line along here, I wonder? Why don't we back to back, actually? Right. So this is bugging me. It's a waste of money, I know, but... Right. Factories. Paper mill. Spin you round. 1, 2, 3, 4. All set for heavy pulp. Now I know there is a dropper tool which allows you to copy things with all of the settings. So let's try giving that a shot. Paper mill. Spin it round so the road's pointing this way. Okay, and then take our road. Urban road, we'll take it. We'll run that all along this way. And we'll set you to cardboard. You already set to cardboard. Perfect. Again with the word duplicate. So, click. 1. Oh, just found the shortcut key. That one. Right, so now we should be producing lots of pulp eventually. Are we producing enough lumber? That is the question. Probably not. Right, the second one's coming online. Have I clicked on the right one? I have, so I'm just waiting for the heavy pulp to be delivered. Right, 1 second. Let's just have a quick drink. Okay. Right, well we just got expert maintenance, great, that makes everything cheaper again. Now, this is played at the lowest difficulty, as I mentioned yesterday. I just want to get a feel what it's an alpha. When it's in either beta release or fully released, then we'll play at the more normal difficulties. So that's hence the reason I've got lots of money and everything seems to be quite easy at the moment. You'll notice that all of these events are beneficial to me. So again, that's one of the features of the low difficulty levels. So, right, we seem to be reducing stuff okay. How are we doing for lumber? Yeah, we've got plenty of lumber. So all seems to be good so far. We'll see how we get on with our cardboard boxes being delivered to Dorking. How is Dorking doing? It is prospering, or growing I should say. We're now at 230,000. You consider that's 30,000 increase since we started this. We're at the start of the month, so everything's stagnating because we haven't delivered everything so far. Which is fine. How's the lumberyard? Lumberyard's producing... So that's 3 units for every harvester, and I've got 5 harvesters in place, so that means I'm producing 15 units every month. Now, for the paper mill, I need 3, 6, 9, 12. So I need 12 for the heavy pulp, and that will give me 12 for the cardboard. And to produce every 40 days we need 4, 8, 12, 16. So as you can see, I'm a bit short by 2 paper mills by the looks of things. So I need to increase that. And that will take me up by, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 6 times 3, that's 18, and I'm producing 15. So I'd need to increase the lumberyard as well. So we'll leave it at this for the time being. It's not going to be perfect, but I can live with that. As long as everyone else can live with that. Yeah, trying to figure out the balances on, you know, what the ratios for this and that are. Yeah, I'd suggest spreadsheets. Because especially if you're like me, where your brain is addled in the evenings and you're trying to do maths and it's just hard. Right, livestock. Interesting. We seem to have a wheat shortage. We don't actually have much in storage either. So are we producing enough wheat? Well, I have 5 fields and they're producing 3 every time. So that is 15. No, it's not. So 5 times 3. Do we have a bonus or something? Because 5 times 3 is definitely 15. Yeah, it must have been bonus or something. So that means I'm producing 30 units. What do I need every month for my livestock farms? We need 3 per field. I have 5, so we need 15 per field. Wait a second. So I can only supply 2. I think I see a problem in my maths here. Okay, so time to build some more fields. Right, I want to keep it in range to this warehouse, and that's pretty much on the edge. Down this way. I don't really want to build stuff on the hills. Okay, so we could... We've got all this open space up here. Could build a warehouse in this area. Plenty of farms. Have everything delivered to the second warehouse, which could then distribute everything to the others. Right, so if each of these crop farms produces 15 wheat, and each of these livestock farms requires 15 wheat, I need 6, and I have 4. 2 even. So that means I need to produce 4 more wheat farms. Okay, let's give this a shot. So let's build our crop farm. First one, I want to make sure this is, let's put it up here. Okay, so that's our path there. Can I rotate these? I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally 5. Perfect. Stop saying perfect. Right, spin you around. And what are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. Sorry, let's count it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You there. Spin that round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close you up, close you up. So that's 2. 2 of my 4 required. So let's do it. That's a livestock farm. I wanted a crop farm. Let's do it this way. See if this works. Is that road element? Yep. It's that way. Donk. 1 there, and just spin these around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our final crop farm. Put Pew there. 1, 2. Sounds like an episode of Sesame Street. 1, ha 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 ha. 2, ha 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 ha. Okay, so that's that. And we'll drop our urban road between them. take you out to there. Because what I want to do is drop the warehouse. There it is. Here. And then finish off with our urban road going that way. Bit time. Yeesh. Impatient much. Wow, I didn't realise actually that was that far away. Over the hills. I just want to be bringing it this way, don't I? Let's go there. And then along here. Great. I don't know why that line's there. Just demolish this for completeness. Words. Right, destination. We're going to be sending farm produce, grain, and we're going to logistics. We're going to warehouse 2. And I've just realised something. I need to build a water siphon. And it needs to be done in this area here, actually. Right, water siphon. Just outside the range of that warehouse. What about here? Yeah, this one would be good. Okay. Pop you there. You there. Rotate you a bit. You there. You there. And finally, you. Not there. What if I pop you that way? Great. Right, let's start connecting this all up with roads. You can go there. You can go there. And you there. Just connect that last one up. And I think the road... Oh, there it is. That can go there and connect in the last bit here. And what I want to do is run you out that way. Alright, are we all connected? We are indeed. So water siphon's on, that's producing water, that's going to deliver that to the warehouse, that will then get delivered to the wheat farms, the wheat farms will then deliver their bounty of crops to the other warehouse, which will then distribute it to the livestock farms, which will then produce lots of mutton, and I will become rich in this game. Which is brilliant. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted by shiny things on my desk. I thought I was part magpie in a former life. Okay. It's a long road to bring our wheat down though, but not much I can do about that. I need to just wait for the water to come in, and it is starting to come in. We are storing a little bit of it. Have we got water in this one? No, we're waiting for water there. And same on this one. Yeah. And that's our first batch of crops going down. Hopefully it's crops. Zoom in, see if I can catch one. Yep, it is. Wheat. Great. So that will deliver to warehouse 2, which should then deliver to our livestock farms. And hopefully that'll be enough. Yeah, so getting the ratios is going to be an important thing. Still making a lot of money. I mean, we made 1.6 million last turn. Just wait for that. We're at 250,000 people now. So Dorking is getting lots of benefit from my little very basic industries. Are we making enough cardboard boxes? Probably not. we're partially supplying those. Does make me wonder if this actually reduces the forest. When these guys cut down it, does the forest start to disappear? Or is it one of these unlimited supplies? Hopefully. Alright, I'm not going to be doing any of the contracts at the moment. Still waiting for water deliveries. I wonder why there's a problem with the water. There shouldn't be. The warehouse should be distributing that quite nicely. Interesting. Where are we? Let us see. Right, we are producing some crops. We're not producing enough though, and that's because of this water supply issues. Now, let's try and do some maths. Producing 15 units of water every month. I require 5 units of water every month. I have 4 farms, so that requires 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't believe I had to do that in my out loud. So we're going to need another water siphon. Alright, where are you? Water siphon, yeah, just outside of the warehouse radius. But if I pop you here, then that gives me plenty of coastal space with which to drop these guys. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get our road connected up. Urban road. All that way. Up to that one. And all the way over to here. And we'll send that to the warehouse as well. So we should have a surplus of water, which won't do us too much harm. So I'm now producing 30 units. I need 20, so I should have a surplus of 10. Which means I could produce 2 additional wheat farms in here. And then free up the space down here, where I've got my wheat farms in the middle here. So I might do that later on. We are getting a surplus of wheat, which should mean that my sheep, that's the word I was looking for, sheep should be producing quite nicely. So let's have a look at what we haven't researched, because we've been pretty good. We've just been focusing on the stuff we're working on. What else can we do? Now, we could make soda water. Or orange soda. Ooh, that sounds nice. We could produce apples and apple smoothies. We could produce berries and berry smoothies. Cows for cheese. And burgers. And pizza. That sounds quite cool, actually. Or we can make chicken soup. It's all depending on what Dorking needs. Right, we are growing. I think it's time to add some more basic distribution in. Let's give ourselves a truck depot. And we'll whack in all of the upgrades. Because if we're going to need to start expanding out to other towns, then I think the truck depots are going to be the best thing. Especially if we're going up to Elstow. Okay, because Elstow has lots of stuff. Coal, fish, iron, oil, sand, water, lumber. Sounds good to me. Right, so how much is it going to cost us to buy a full permit? 4.7 million. Ha! Small change. I now can build in Elstow, which is great. Let's have a look at what you need. What you like, I should say. Forget the wholesaler. Farmers market. Fish, mutton, beef, chicken meat. Ooh, storage. Oh, storage full. Okay, I'll have a look at that one in a sec. What's this full of? It is full of wheat. Lots of wheat. Maybe too much wheat. Oh, okay, this is fine. Right, maybe this is something we should do. Let's build a truck depot. Truck depot. Because I'm wondering if, because it's such a long track, truck depot 1. Okay. Choose destination. So we're going to be shipping wheat to logistics warehouse 2. Right, let's see what happens there. I want 5 trucks per day. Because, you know, it's only money. And let's then take warehouse 1 and remove that. So it's the truck depot I wanted, not that. Okay. So what we need to do is set our destination for wheat to the truck depot, who can then send bigger trucks, which will hopefully, if I've got this right, yeah, this might work. So what have I just done? I've increased the truck capacity, and I've added 3 destination slots to my truck depot, and I'm just increasing the truck speed now. So we're popping loads of wheat here. We're taking it all the way along to here, which is giving us big surplus of wheat, which means that all of these guys are still not supplied. Why is that? I mean, there is an actual surplus. Is it because I don't have enough trucks running? Right, so I've upped that to 5 trucks per day. Let's see what happens. See if that can shift some of this stuff to the relevant places. Well, it seemed to just clear out most of the wheat. But I'm still not getting the wheat. Why is it? I mean, that's got plenty of wheat. That's got plenty of wheat. That's got plenty of wheat. But this one doesn't. Why is that? So 1, 2, 3. So let's just check. Wheat, wheat, wheat. So that's 3. Okay, that's great. And wheat, wheat. Okay. So it's just Livestock Farm 2 that doesn't appear to be getting any wheat. And I'm not sure why. I mean, it's sending stuff in and out. That's no problems. I'm not sure about this one actually. There's something strange going on. Oh, I know now why. Because I'm a numpty. It was still set to manual. Well, that makes you feel a bit awkward. Okay, so now that's good. And we're filling up. Perfect. Yeah, yeah. Mirror. That's better. Alright. Great. So that warehouse is filling up. Got plenty of wheat. We're doing pretty good. So clear that, clear that, clear that. Clear all those out. How are we doing on construction goods? We're fully supplying boxes, so Dorking should be screaming ahead in terms of development. We're at 269,000 people, which is really, really good. I'm not sure if there's anything else I can do to actually accelerate the growth, apart from what I'm attempting at this moment in time. Right, I know our truck depot is full, and I know we're basically producing far too much in terms of wheat. I didn't think that was going to be an issue, but I wonder if I add another. Does that increase the amount of trucks it sends out? Possibly. Let's have a look at our research. So we've got an additional 3 destination. We've pretty much, once this is done, we will have maxed out all of our basic distribution. That just leaves us with advanced distribution, which is trains, which is brilliant. Right. I'm now scratching my head. So you can see this is growing nicely. We've got our town developing. We're at 271,000 people. No contracts, the region's great, and I've got full building permit. We have started some, well, we haven't started, we bought a permit in Elstow. Hello Elstow, which has got lots of resources. And what we wanted to do was basically make them happy. So what do we have? We have a hardware store. And they want cotton, they want wool, they want gas. Well, what's going to give us a lot of money? Glass. Why don't we start our glass manufactory here? Because I'm thinking that if we do, we might start it up here, because this is where our coal and iron are. This is water, which we will probably not need. So, gatherer. Sand collector. Spin you around. Hopefully you're the right way. You look like you're the right way. Great. And we will start collecting some sand. Okay. We'll get these roads built up. Great, so we're making sand. So the next thing we need is to take our sand and turn it into glass. And for that we need a glassworks and smelter. And for that I need to unlock glass. So let's do some research. I may as well do bottles at the same time. Okay, and I'm going to build a warehouse. I'm going to pop that about here. So we can start collecting that, and we'll just add a road in, because otherwise it will complain that there's no path. Oh look, it's starting to complain there's no path. Right, factories. Glassworks and smelter. Let's drop our first one here. And we're going to make glass. Yep. So we're going to need some coal. There's coal up here. Alright, so we're going to probably need... Is that all the coal there is? That's iron, iron, coal. Right. Gatherer. Coal mine. That's the one I wanted. So I'm going to pop you just here, but I'm going to spin you around a bit. Must be built within owner's range. Okay. Not going to get much space on this. Okay, alright, I see what they mean. Right, so you can go there. And you can go here. Must be placed close to coal. So I've got 2 coal mines running. Get our roads connected up. Right, and then we'll take the output road. Just drop it here. Now, are we out of range of a warehouse? I'm guessing so. We are. Because our warehouse is there and it's just outside the range. So, I'm still going to build another warehouse. I'm going to drop you here. And we're going to send you... What warehouse is this? Warehouse 3. So raw resources, coal, where's coal? And we're going to send you to warehouse number 3. So we're harvesting, we've got 2 harvesters there, 2 harvesters there. So it's not the biggest coal field in the world, but you know, it'll do. What should happen is, as you can see, we've now got the ability to make glass, which our warehouse will take. Let's just let that build up for a while. We'll ignore all these alerts about everything being full, because there's nothing I can do about it. Sorry. How is Dorking doing? Is it grown into a super metropolis yet? The answer is no, not yet. But we are getting there. So, we're producing glass all the way over here for Elstow, which is good. So how much glass do we make? So for 4 sand and 2 coal, we'll make 2 glass every 20 days. Cool. How much sand am I making? So 5 harvesters are producing 15 units. So again, 3 units for every harvester. So if I'm making 15 units of sand, and I need 4 every 20 days, and how was that harvester set to? Every 10 days. So I've got plenty of sand from that. Now, how are we doing with coal? Producing 3 for every harvester. So that's 6 units, and I need 2. And how many days is that cycle? 10 days. Again, so that's 6. So that's 12 every 20 days, and I need 2 every 20 days. So we're going to have plenty of surplus there. Right, do we start building bottles? I don't think so at the moment. I think what we'll do is we'll start selling our glass to commercial Elstow hardware store, which is this one there, and this needs 13 every 15 days. Just missed out on getting a fully supplied there. Boo. How much glass have I got sitting in here? Not much. So if I can produce 2 every 20 days, you can tell where this is going. So I'd need 26 every... It's not the right one. It's that one. I had it work at 13 every 15 days. So 26 every 30 days. Yeah. I think getting into bottles would be a good start, actually. So do we drop another... Do we just ignore this and just build bottles? Farmers market. We need to supply something for this one to get it to grow. Time to have a thunk. Interesting. Very interesting. So we are providing glass. Ugh. Glass. So we're producing 2 every 20 days. So every 60 days we're producing 6. So that's 3 every 30 days. 3 every 30 days, and for the hardware store we need 26 every 30 days. So I need 10 glassworks and smelters, which means I need 40 sand every 30 days and 20 coal. So 40 sand, 20 coal. I'm producing 6 every 10 days, so that's 18 coal. So I'd need to increase my coal supply, which means branching out to down wherever there's more coal. Where be there more coal? Is that coal? That's iron. Like coal, but not. There's iron there as well. Okay. Well, that is... Oh, is that more coal? Yeah, so I'd have to set up another coal mine there. And then drag that all the way down here. Just for the supply of enough coal to do 10 glassworks and smelters. And the sand collectors are producing... what's that, 45 units? So sand's fine. So sand I should have a surplus of sitting in here, which I do. Coal would be a problem. By how much? Did I say this was? 6 units, so 18. And what did I say I needed? So 10 of those, so 20. So I'd have a slight shortfall of coal. Is there anything I could do about that, I wonder? Is there any more coal closer? Just a crazy idea here. If I drop this here, it's near coal. Okay. And so is this one. So, yeah, that worked. So I could actually just build 10 of these guys, all in the line, and that would produce all my glass needs. Let's make it so. Oh, wrong button. I'm so close. It's the one next to it. So, that's going to have to go. These games are really not good for any compulsions you may have. Right. One. Oh, duplicate with shift and left mouse button. If I read the on-screen prompts, it makes my life so much easier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not too wide? It is. Let's flip it around that side. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm glad these aren't polluting industries. They don't look like polluting industry. Let's see if this works. This is where I find out my maths is absolutely terrible and I mess it up completely. Well, it looks like it's working. It's working! It's working! And hardware store, are we getting more? It's looking promising. We're already up to 6, 10, 12, 13. Yes, we are. We've punched through. We're now fully supplied, which means Elstow is growing. Beer is being planned, cardboard panels, and paper. Interesting. Well, that's actually worked out pretty well. And more surprising, I was able to do all these calculations in my head, which means I'm probably going to need a long lie down for a while. Right, so as long as I haven't messed anything up, which I've got a horrible feeling I have. I'm not that confident. 15 units every 10 days, so that's 45 units. This needs 4, there's 10 of them, so that's 40. So yeah, it should be a surplus of that. Coal, on the other hand, has taken a bit longer. So that's 12 units every 10 days, so that's 36 units. And I need 20. So yeah, everything should be good. So the building upkeep, let's just make sure this works out, okay? So the building upkeep is 8,125. Is that every 30 days? And I'm selling my glass for 50. Yeah, that's perfect. That's good. So I'm making 1.8 million per month. I'm on 124 million already. So, seems pretty good to me. So the next challenge, bottles. Because bottles means brandy. If we go to here. So Dorking currently is sitting at 287,000. And stagnating. Why is it stagnating? Surely it should be growing. Do we have a problem? Are we backed up? Yes, we are. Oh, it pains me to do this, it really does, but dump. Oh look, all my industry comes live again. See, it's like, it's just magic. There's a bit of a pain there, actually. So Dorking should start to grow now. Oh, there it is. And it is indeed growing. We'll get very close to hitting our, what I believe is the next milestone, which will be 300,000. We're also generating lots and lots of cash. See, 1.5 million straight in, and it's on the half year. Do we ship brandy all the way down to Dorking? I think we should. We're building a truck depot, which acts as a mini warehouse. We could then ship it from one end to the other. What would it give us? Liquor store. Lots of money. 9 per 15 days, so it's 18 every month. Alright, 18 every month. Okay. So we've got our guys there, they're producing wine. So if I drop a brewery and distillery, and we just drop you in here, and I want to set you to the one I haven't locked yet. So let's switch you off for the time being. And let's go and look at liquor. And we'll click on brandy. That's going to take 53 days at our 1 million R&D investment. Right, so we need bottles and we need wine. That's relatively easy to take care of. It's amazing. So I'm bringing in so much cash that even spending 1 million doesn't impact my profits. As in, it doesn't turn it negative. Of course it impacts profits, it lowers them, but it's not making it terrible, which is pretty good. Yeah, it still made 1.65 million last month. Not going to complain too much about that. How are we doing Dorking? Well, we're very close to that magic 300,000. Now, player influence is still 100. Can I clear off all these alerts? Is there a way of doing it? Oh, I can. Alright, is our warehouse... Oh, warehouse is full. What's it full of? Apparently I'm making too much pulp. And not selling enough cardboard. We're fully supplied on cardboard. If anything, we're making too much. Just goes to show I haven't worked out the maths on this one. Right, 295,000. So we're about 5,000 people short. Is there any negative influence? No, it all seems good so far. Alright, so we can change all our headquarters. That's quite cool. Right. We can now set to brandy. So brandy requires 7 wine and 3 bottles. And that produces 1 every 30 days. So 1 glass of brandy every 30 days. I need 9. So I need 9 breweries and distilleries. Which means I need 27 bottles and 63 wine. Okay, okay. Our current distilleries are producing 2 every 35 days. And what did I say this was? Every 30 days. So, yeah, that's a lot of wine. I mean, that's a heck of a lot of wine. I mean, if that needs... That can't be right. Yeah, it is. If I need to produce 9 every time, I need 63 wine. At the moment, I'm producing 8. I don't think brandy's a good option for a full run out. I mean, that's just a huge industry there. I'm going to finish off these, and I'm going to up my research to 2.5 million. because I want to see what else we can unlock. So this will be the Fields and Harvesters completely finished, which it is. Logistics is now almost finished. I can research highways, bridges and tunnels. I think that'd be worth getting done. Basic distribution is done, and we'll leave advanced distribution now for the time being. Still making money though. Not as much as before, but still making money. Right, so we're going to forget brandy for the time being. In which case, I don't need you. Bye. And we've got a new building. We've got a diner. Ah, perfect. So that must mean we've increased to 300,000. So we have a hardware store, a farmer's market, a liquor store, a construction goods, and now the diner. What do we need for diner? Canned mutton. Canned mutton. Yay, I can do some tinning. Tinning? Canning. Alright. Food preservation. Let me have our factories. Food preservation, food preservation, food preservation. Where are you? There you are. I'll just pop you down here for the time being. You're not going to do anything because I'm going to switch you off. Canned mutton requires 2 cans and 4 mutton. And it produces 2 cans every 50 days. Our diner requires 4 every 15 days or 8 every 30 days. Right. So I need 4 of these, which means I need 8 cans, 16 mutton. I am currently producing 1 every 35 days. And I have 6. So I'd need to increase these guys a lot. Is it worth doing, I wonder? Well, I've got the facility up here. We've got coal. We've got a lot of coal, actually. We could... If I go to factories and look for... Glassworks and smelter? No, that's just the glassworks and smelter. Cans is locked. I need to research it. Okay. We'll add cans to the list. And oh, so if I add that one, it just adds straight through. Wow, this is going to need a lot of factories. Interestingly, we seem to be out of sand. Why is that? We're not producing enough sand. But my maths says we're doing 45 every 10 days. Every month. And I need 4. And I have 10. Oh. Yeah, I should have 5 surplus. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 40. And I'm producing 45. So why is that not working? Have I done something daft again? No, automatic target, that's fine. Just doesn't seem to be producing the sand. Hold it a second. Oh, I'm misreading this. Oh god, this is another one of those embarrassing things. So last month's production was 15 units, so whilst it takes 10 days... oops. So I actually need 3 sand collectors to do this. Let's just back away slowly from all the nice normal people. So that's why I have a shortage of sand. That's why Elstow is not growing. Wow, that was awkward. Again. So we could put another sand collector in. Go to our gatherers. Sand collector. We're going to pop you just there. Hopefully that should clear out. It does. And sand. 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 And finally, Not sand. Oh, you must be there. Urban road, just so everything moves faster. Right, that should take care of all that, and then we'll move you into here. And we'll pretend this never happened. Still not got enough, because I'm only producing 30 now, but should start up my glass smelter a bit more. Can I drop another one in here? Is that still in the range of the warehouse? It is indeed. Yes, let's just keep this between you and I. Because otherwise that would be awkward. Alright, that should cover all of the ones around here. We'll spin you around. You can go there. 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 And finally, there. We'll connect this one up. Urban road. Pop you in there. Pop you around to there. And cut you across to there. All those should disappear in a second. They have. Right, that should get our glass back on track. How awkward. Made a loss last month. Oh, because I'm doing research, that's why. I'm spending quite a bit on research. That will stop very soon. Alright, how is it going here? Come on, there's going to be a storage surplus of sand. There's got to be. Right, my research is done. So I can clear all of these. Clear the production alerts. Everything was on hold because I've got a backlog of storage. And, as you can see, the glassworks and smelters are starting to fire up now. What do I need for cans? I'm going to need iron. I want some iron here. And here. So I'm going to need to build some iron mining and then to smelt that and then turn that into cans, which I then need to ship down for my canned meats. I've had a crazy idea. Okay. Who doesn't like pizza? Apparently these guys. Seriously, they don't like pizza? They do like chocolate cake. Chocolate cake. Orange soda. Soda water, orange juice and bottles. So bottles again. That seems to be the highest one. That and canned mutton. Maybe I should be building cans. Oh, yes, I've misdid my calculations again. Right, so I have nothing. Oh, yeah. That's because this is blocked up. What if I wonder? Dump the wheat, and we all fire up again. Oh, where was I? Ah, yes. So I'm producing 5 units of sheep every 35 days. So that's that's 30 units every 35 days. Ooh, where's my food preservation factory? And what does the diner need? It wants 4 every, so 8. So I'd need 4 of these, so 16. And 8 cans. It's definitely doable. Does make me think that shipping all this glass is just a waste of time. Let's see where we're going in the hardware store. Are we fully supplied? We are fully supplied. Elstow is growing. Planned production is cardboard panels, paper and beer. Do I start dropping an iron mine? Here. Let's see how many of these I can envelop. 1. Spin that round. 2. Can I get a third one in? 3. 4th one perhaps? Okay, so my iron mines are now, I have 5 iron mines. Oh yeah, that hasn't quite connected, nor is that one. So I'm now producing iron, which is great. I could convert one of these smelters into steel. Right, and that will produce me 2 units every 20 days. So that's 6 every 60 days. So 3 every 30 days. I should have just trusted my gut on that one. So 3 every 30 days. And I should have plenty of iron, which would be good. So I'm going to switch all you to that. I'm going to set you to cans. I produce 2 cans from 4. So I need 2 of these to produce 2 cans. Is that right? Yeah. And how many cans do I need? Did I say I needed per month for my canned mutton empire? Let's find out. Food preservation. 2 cans. And for Medina I need 4 cans every 15 days. So that is 8 cans every 30 days. And I'll produce 2 cans every 50 days. 2 cans of mutton, that is. Alright. Let's just wing this. There's too much calculating going on in my head at the moment. So I'm going to switch everything over to steel and how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 6, and that will produce for 3. So set you. You're already set to steel. Is that the last one set to steel? Steel. Yep. And you set to steel. And that means I can produce cans. Cans. And the last one can just carry on producing glass. I do wish I hadn't produced so much sand now. So I'm now producing 6 cans every... How many days is it for a can? Every 50 days. Okay. And now I want a truck depot. Drop you in there. And you are going to start delivering tier 1 or tier 2. Sounds like it should be a tier 2 one. Cans to the truck depot, and that's truck depot number 2. And you are going to be delivering cans to warehouse number 2, I think it is. All the way down here. Where are we? Warehouse number 2. Which apparently is full. Logistics. I tell you what, let's drop our warehouse. Actually, let's create a new warehouse. We're going to put it here. And when we eventually connect it to the road, all will be good. And this is warehouse number 5. Found myself slouching down again. And our truck depot deliver to warehouse number 5. Not Mumbo number 5, but warehouse number 5. Right, so that should start receiving cans eventually. And then what I really want to do is stop delivering mutton. So, destinations, we're going to remove mutton from the farmer's market. Instead, it's going to be delivered to here. Right, 2 cans, so I want as many of these as I can think. So I'm getting 6 cans. It's going to take 50 days. So let's make 3 of these guys. Factories, preservation factory. And another preservation factory. Okay, so you'll receive mutton. You'll eventually receive cans when the lorries, here they come. Here comes the first batch of cans. And all will be good in the world. You're getting some grapes, which is, I suppose, good. I wonder why these guys haven't... Where are those guys going? Have I got a nice long convoy? Right, I think I can see the first problem. That's a long route. If only there was a way of shortening it. I know what we could do. We can build a bridge or a tunnel. Alright, road tunnel. Or a bridge. Yeah. Will it shorten it by much? Probably. Maybe we should be building trains. Is this a good opportunity to use trains, I wonder? Alright, let's ditch whatever's causing the problem. Oh, it's the grain again. Yeah, so I think I'm making far too much grain. How is Dorking doing? 317,000. Which is pretty good growth, but if it wasn't for this warehouse keep on blocking up, it wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, I think I definitely need to sit down with a spreadsheet and work out the ratios on this, because clearly trying to do it in my head is just far too much of a task for me, especially this time in the evening. Alright, so we made 2.2 million. Pretty good. Let's spend it. While I'm here in light industry, I might as well finish off. So steel frames, Steel barrels, ceramics, and windows. May as well get this all finished off. I think it's time to start unlocking. Let's unlock the livestock. Yeah, let's do livestock. Right, so add canned fishing, chickens, cows, chicken soup, cheese, pizza. Oh, that must be the maximum. It is. So I can have 6 things in the queue. Okay. Just wait for these to finish. That one's done, so let's add cheese in. Have I received... I have! My first batch of cans. If I can find the one that's actually doing it. Here we go. Warehouse 5 is receiving cans. It's taking its time, but it's receiving cans. Now, what would it take me to get to Zeppelins? Advanced distribution. Zeppelins. Can build Zeppelin fields. Because it's got to be quicker. Right? I've got the money. Right. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna build a Zeppelin field. So, Zeppelin capacity, Zeppelin speed, and destination slots. Right, we're not... Yeah, we need to get those cans down quicker. And sending it by truck isn't working. It's just not cutting it. So let's build our Zeppelin field. Right, demolish the truck depot. I'm sorry, you just failed miserably. Logistics. Zeppelin field. I want you to send all of the cans to Zeppelin field 1. Okay, and then you are going to deliver the cans to logistics, warehouse. Now, what did we say this warehouse is? 6 or something? 5. Warehouse number 5. Let's see what happens. Oh, it'll be cool to see these Zeppelins moving. Once they're built, of course. That just looks like an empty frame. Right, why are you blocked? Too much sand. Dump. In fact, let's shut down you. And let's shut down you. Just wait for the cans to be produced. Just going to dump some more sand because I don't need it. We're all producing cans, right? Yep, we are. Have I messed up something? Let's see. Destination. Zeppelin Field 1. Cans. Come on, I want to see this fly. But it doesn't seem to be delivering much. Have we actually produced any? I mean, it does take 50 days. I'm being impatient. That's the problem. And here we go. Here we go. I'm not seeing any Zeppelins. Oh, I did wonder. Do I need to build another Zeppelin field, I wonder? Is the game tricking me into thinking that I can deliver it to warehouse? It would make logical sense to have a Zeppelin field. And then you deliver to your Zeppelin field. And then you'd be good. So let's try it. Train terminal, truck depot, Zeppelin field. Okay. Make sure it's around the right way. Wood. Donk. Truck depot. That's no good. And let's change this to Zeppelin field 2. Nothing seems to be happening. Right, so I'm sending cans to Zeppelin field 1. Which is next door. Don't tell me it blocks up with sand again. Dump. I'm switching sand off. Right, so warehouse is receiving all of this stuff. Interesting, it doesn't seem to be working. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Cans, logistics, warehouse 5. Oh, I'm really disappointed at that. I wanted those Zeppelins to be just flying across. I wonder why it's not working. Let's ask help. Logistics, depots, truck depot, train terminal, boat depot. That's interesting. Zeppelins don't seem to be mentioned. Hold it, what's this trade route thing? Ah, is this it? Is this where I've gone wrong? Zeppelin. Zeppelin field 1. And we want to add cans. Alright. Right, and now how do I act? First stop is not picking up anything. Why isn't it picking up anything? Right, let's figure this out. I think I've stumbled on what I was meant to be doing. Right. So this is stop 1, and it's going to be picking up cans. And now I want to add stop 2, and you're going to offload cans. Okay. So, if this is right, I should be picking up cans here and then flying them all the way over to top 2 where they will drop them off. Is that drop off? Yep. So where's my Zeppelins? Or do I need to save this or something? Play. I think that looks it. Let's get rid of these alerts. Is this working? I honestly don't know. See, to me that up arrow means it's actually doing it wrong. Well, right, let's have a let's continue to look at the help menu. Let's slow the game down a bit. Right, trade routes. Trade routes are the method of which mass amounts of goods are moved from one depot to another. When you want to create a trade route, you can move products from one depot type to another, of the same type but not another. For example, train terminals to other train terminals, or boat depots to other boat depots. If you have two depots of the same type connected, you can start moving products from one to the other. Click on the trade route icon. Done that. Click on the add route button in the upper left of the corner of the panel. Did that. Select the depot type you wish to work with and click the depot you wish to start with from the list. Got my Zeppelin. Click on the plus button to select the products you want to send. They will appear in green depending on the depot. You will be limited to one product or can select multiple. You will be limited to one product or can select multiple different products. Okay. And proceed until all of the products slots are filled unless you wish to pick up other products at other depots. Okay. Click on the Add Stop button in the upper right corner of the panel, select the same depot type as step 4 and click on the depot you wish for the trade route to go to first. You should see all the goods you selected at the step in 5 but in red. Alright, so I want that to be red. Click on the start arrow, that's done. Once the depot has enough of the product that matches the assigned to the trade route, it will send its transport vehicles out to the next step on the list. You now have a trade route. You can also assign multiple stops to the trade route where they will pick up and drop off goods at each stop. Simply change the status for each product by clicking the arrow icon then in each product to either drop off red, leave the product in the transport black, pick up another product green, or a new product by clicking plus right. So, in theory, I've set up the trade route. I'm just waiting for the cans to arrive. I might as well just clear that off. I want to deliver cans to Zeppelin Field 1. We are producing cans somewhere. So still no Zeppelins dispatched, and it is definitely dropping stuff off. Alright, there we go, there's cans being dropped in. Let's check our trade route out. So it's going to take 24 cans. And drop them, hopefully, our doohickey. Oh, wrong button again. That one. Down here. And that will then deliver them to warehouse 5. Okay, let's see how this works. Right, so we've got 17. So we need another 7 cans. Then I should see a big fat Zeppelin depart here and move down to the other end. Be cool if I did. Right, where are we on that? Oh, right, so there's my first Zeppelin. Yay, let's slow down. Whew, I've got to savour this. Ah, oh, spectacular. Ooh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Right, so that's now taking 24 of the finest cans you've ever had to my warehouse. Let's speed up now. And that will land it there. And that means my preservation factory will start to be able to produce mutton in vast quantities. Alright, perfect. So I now have that's being delivered to here, and they will be delivered to here. I'm curious as to why this isn't running. I mean, you've got 8 mutton, 4 cans. There's no reason why you shouldn't be running. Because I switched you off, that's why. Every time I've said something like, why isn't this happen, or why isn't that happen, it's because I've messed up. It's not good. Great, so we now have this. And that means am I delivering canned mutton anywhere? Don't know, where are you delivering your goods to? Warehouse 5. Okay. So let's see, we'll wait until we've actually got some canned mutton. Warehouse 5 will have that. I've got 44 cans. Right. Let us deliver this. It's tier 2. Or is it tier 1? Canned mutton. Commercial Dorking's Diner. Let's see how Dorking does. Right, 332,000. That's pretty nice. And we should now have this huge surplus of canned mutton. 23 stored. Perfect. So that is... yeah, I'm going to be fully supplied for some time to come. Dorking will grow. People will cheer. And I've succeeded in where we set off. We wanted to grow Dorking, we've done that. We wanted to increase our options in terms of supply chain, we've done that. We're now delivering canned mutton. We've messed around with glass a bit, didn't really like it. We've expanded our industry down here. We've got far too much stuff in here, so let's dump the wheat again. And we'll get our business running up again. And we're making $8.2 million every month. Or 8 million, I should say. And with the warehouse unblocked, we next month should make even more money. Let's see how much we make. We'll see how much money we make in November. Give ourselves a full month. Right. Yeah. And we're fully satisfying our needs for mutton. Canned mutton, sorry. Good quality stuff. So, all is looking good with our little empire. Right, we're just coming up for our last month. $11 million we made in income and 374,000 expenses. So our net income is 10 million. I think we'll do some last minute research while we can. So let's add pizza and burgers there. Cause if I'm reading this right, I should be able to unlock a new headquarters the minute that's finished. Alright, pizza's almost finished. And we're done. So I can now change my headquarters to this sexy building. See, look at that. I've got an agricultural headquarters, which kind of fits in, you know. I'm predominantly supplying wine and canned mutton, so I can't really complain about that. Notice the administrative buildings icon is greyed out, so I wonder if that's coming soon. Anyway, we have set out our goals for today and we've achieved them, so I think we'll end it there. We'll give the game a quick save. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you will join me again in the future, where we'll continue our playthrough of the alpha version of Rise of Industry. I wish you all a very pleasant day, and thank you very much for watching.